Most men almost never approach a stranger in their entire life in a direct, honest, sober way. Now, you are already above these types of men because at least you are aware that it's possible. You've been watching my videos and you know it is possible. It is possible to meet a girl, to get her number, to go on a date, to make something happen, to create something out of nothing. But you're still not doing it. So what's the reason for that? I want to go through 3 very common reasons that I see over and over in my clients, and let me know maybe here in the comments or privately on Instagram how many of these 3 apply to you. Reason number 1 is you simply lack the social freedom. You're, in other words, too worried about what other people think about you. You're okay in social settings, you're okay with women when they get introduced to you through a friend or at a social event, but as soon as there's another strange element in the mix, it blocks you. It might be that she looks a bit busy, or she gave you some weird look, or maybe she's, close to the bus stop, but there's another guy kind of looking over. Anything like that blocks you from doing what you actually desire to do. It is understandable. Thousands of years ago, if you get rejected, it means you get rejected out of the tribe. It means you basically die if your tribe is kicking you out. And so that tribal fear is still inside of you. You think getting rejected by a stranger on the street, even though it's totally anonymous, even though we live in huge cities these days, you still think you're gonna die. Your body still tells you danger, danger. It's just not the case anymore. And the reality is everything that's good in life is on the other side of social freedom. It's on the other side of taking that step. It's on the other side of embracing that cringe and almost, falling in love with the cringe. You will witness that once you start doing a couple of approaches. The fear will fade away and suddenly you're excited. You're excited to experience all these new emotions and to kind of challenge yourself on that new way. And the best part is this will reflect in other areas of your life as well. It's not just about approaching women. It's about you becoming a man who takes and gets what he wants. You become better in negotiation. You will upgrade your business life. You will become a better communicator in relationships with your romantic partners, with your friends, your buddies, your parents. There's so many positive effects on that once you master or at least challenge yourself in terms of social freedom. Second reason is you simply don't know what to say. So even if you would do an approach, you're too worried of what's next. Do you run out of things to say? What are the topics you want to talk about? What if you don't know good questions? All of that is stuck in your head, and you're in your head, you're not in your body, you're not relaxed, and you suddenly block. You're like, ugh. And you are worried about that feeling of nothing comes out anymore. And that makes you not approach in the first place. When really the easiest thing is to just give a compliment, ask one good question, and then listen and kind of check in with her here and there. Like, you never have problems talking to your best friend. You never run out of topics. You're never scared to ask a weird question when it's with your buddy, over a beer. So you basically just have to get into the same zone with a stranger. You just have to be relaxed, which is again a mix of social freedom, which means, feeling comfortable in the cringe, and in general being aware of your psychology and physiology, being in your body more than in your head. The reality is you won't become a master communicator overnight. It will still be awkward. You will still ask weird questions. You will still sometimes not know what to say, or you jump in, or you have a little bit of a pause. But instead of it being awkward and you're now suddenly in your head again about making one conversational mistake, it will come off as relaxed, cute, maybe a bit shy, or you're just comfortable with who you are, which actually is a huge benefit. And reason number 3 is you have nice guy mindset. You're too afraid to bother anyone. You've consumed a lot of woke feminist content, and you think by approaching a stranger, you are a street harasser and you don't want to be a street harasser, which is good. I like that you don't want to be a street harasser. Me neither. But you have to make a very important distinction. Somebody who harasses people, who abuses people, who overpowers people, does exactly that. He doesn't give a fuck about these people. He doesn't care how they feel, about the outcome, about their emotions, about him using his power, his abuse. That's what makes him a harasser and abuser. Cold approach, the way I teach it, the way we do it, is the total opposite. We are the clown. We are being, I don't want to say abused, but you know, we are taking the blame. She has all the right in the world to walk away, to, you know, because we're in a public space, to say no, to say fuck off, to just ignore us, to laugh at us, and we will accept it. We will not push any further than that. We will never touch her on the first interaction or anything like that. So she has all the power, and we give away the power. So you can see how this is the total opposite. We accept that this is part of the exchange. She has the power, she can shut us down. Yes, that might make us feel bad. That's part of it, right? It's like going to the social gym, it burns, do another rep. That's how you build that social muscle. And the other thing I want to say on that is, you're not that important, bro. And what I mean is, we often have these paranoias, and I totally understand that. I had that for the longest time as well, where, you know, you see a person and she might look a bit busy, or she's a bit stressed, or she's, you know, walking a bit faster, or whatever is in your mind, and you're like, now is a really bad moment. I'm ruining her day. It would be horrible to approach her right now. It's really not a good situation, and it would be bad. Even if you're right, which 99% of the time you're not, because it's all in your head and it's just your brain excusing and making up excuses to protect your ego. But let's say you're right, that 1% of time, she will forget about you so fast. I see it over and over again. We're overthinking stuff all the time. It's just like, you are not that important. She will move on. She will be back on her phone. She will be, you know, talking to someone. She will think about the next thing. She will rush to the bus. And within literally 20 to 30 seconds, you're out of her brain. She won't remember you. So all that kind of story you're telling yourself of how you're gonna do it and how bad it would be and the outcome, really what's happening is a small interaction, and then the chance that it goes well is, first of all, super high. The upside is incredible, because the upside is you might meet a beautiful stranger that then doesn't become a stranger because you meet her for a date, and you maybe gonna sleep with her or have a romance or make a really cool friend or invite someone to a house party who brings other friends, and you build a new network. And the downside is 20 seconds of cringe. And that's 20 seconds of cringe for you, and 20 seconds of, there was a guy, he wanted something, but for her. And that's it. So if you like, you know, paint the positive outcome versus the negative outcome, it really is the best investment you can make in your life. Anyway, I still know it's hard because of all this fear and, you know, this almost like primal instinct to fit in. It is hard to step out and just do it. So I want to help you, and I'm offering free coaching. It sounds crazy, but basically what me and my team are doing is we're doing calls where, instead of sitting at home on a consultation call, which we can still do if that's what you want, but I want you to be outside. I want you to get ready to do your first approach, to do your first social freedom exercise, whatever level you're at. Maybe it will just be breathing and relaxing and saying hi to a stranger. Maybe it will be doing an actual approach and getting a girl's number for the first time in your life, or anything else, whatever range you're on. Everything is fine. We all start somewhere. I'm limiting this to 2 calls per day, so click below, book in your free coaching sessions right now. It's very limited. It will be booked up pretty quickly. And this is my way of helping you to actually finally making that step. So let me know how many of these 3 reasons apply to you, in case you haven't done approaching ever, or you've only done it a couple of times in your life. And that's it. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.